What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
I have been reading some extreme Kobe Bryant cap lately. Complete lies, people talking like they know what they're talking about, and they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, which tells me that they're just naive, they're just stupid, they're just trolls, and they just never watched anything or watched a certain player for them to say the things that they're saying with so much conviction. It blows my mind. So let's get to it. I was watching a video from the YouTuber, great YouTuber by the way, go check him out, Sports and Fitness Rants. And the topic had to do about Michael Jordan. And while he's talking about Mike, he starts to bring up Kobe. So I'm going through the comment section, and I see some conversations and whatnot, and I see this gentleman, this capper, this guy who, if you didn't know anything about Kobe Bryant's career, you would think that this guy was the greatest Kobe Bryant historian, how he was talking with so much bravado. But I am a Kobe Bryant historian, and I'm going to call the BS and the lies out when I see it, and this guy is the complete opposite. He knows nothing about Kobe Bryant's career. Now I'm going to read you this long comment that he said. I'm going to address each of his points as they come and get back to this gentleman called Buck Bradley, the great Kobe Bryant historian. Buck Bradley, please speak your mind. Buck Bradley, a viewer of Sports and Fitness channel. Buck Bradley starts out with a laughing emoji. Kobe Bryant was overrated. I disagree, but that's an opinion. Buck Bradley continues. The video's not about Kobe, but a Kobe fanboy drags him into the discussion. Now hold on a second. Let me address this. If the YouTuber mentions Kobe Bryant in his video, then the YouTuber brought Kobe Bryant into the discussion. So anybody is completely justified for addressing the YouTuber's comments on Kobe Bryant because he brought him up. Buck Bradley, what's so hard to understand about this? My bad, Buck. Please continue. Buck Bradley says, Kobe was a great talent from 1996 to 2007. Okay, 2008 to 2013, he didn't adapt. He took a step back because Kobe Bryant barely made the playoffs without Phil Jackson. Okay, there's some stuff to unpack here. Kobe Bryant was talented in his first couple years, but he wasn't a great talent until probably the year 2000 at a minimum. Some might say 2001, where he really, that 01 season where he really took that next step, and it was like, okay, this guy is no shit, a top 5 player at a minimum. He was talented when he was really young, when he had the low-cut Caesar in the early days of the Fro, but he wasn't a great talent. I won't go that far. He was talented, yes, absolutely. And he eventually got his minutes so he could show how he improved his game. But I would say 2000/2001 for sure is when Kobe Bryant hit that great level. Now addressing what he said about, he said in 2008 to 2013, he didn't adapt and he took a step back because Kobe Bryant barely made the playoffs. What are you talking about? He didn't adapt to what? What didn't he adapt to? Please. He won 2 more championships in 2009 and 2010. He was arguably the best player in the league through 2013, where he tore his Achilles tendon. What are you talking about? Explain to me what he didn't adapt to. Please, Buck Bradley, please. What are you talking about? This is crazy. He barely made the playoffs without Phil Jackson. What? Before Phil came to the Lakers, he made the playoffs every year. Granted, he wasn't the second best person on the team most of those years, but he made the playoffs. The year after Phil left, the 2004-2005 season, the only reason the Lakers didn't make the playoffs was because Kobe Bryant had a injury that sat him out a significant amount of games at the end of the season. But the Lakers were in playoff position prior to Kobe's injury. What are you talking about? The year after Phil Jackson left for Kobe's second run, where they failed to three-peat, Mike Brown came in. They made the playoffs with Mike Brown. Kobe Bryant willed them into the playoffs the year after with Mike D'Antoni, and he didn't even get to play in the first round against the Spurs because he tore his Achilles tendon. Then after that, Kobe Bryant was a complete shell of himself. He was no longer a top 5, top 10 player after that. What are you talking about? Tore his Achilles, broken knee, and broken shoulder in the following years. Explain yourself, Buck Bradley, since you know so much. Buck Bradley continues. Y'all use his 5 championships, which he was not the reason for most, and keep trying to put him next to Jordan. He was not close to Jordan. Go have a seat. You don't know anything you're talking about. Kobe Bryant was a major reason why the Lakers three-peated with Kobe and Shaq. The first championship, the 2000 championship, it was definitely Shaq Batman, Kobe Robin. You can't dispute that. He was definitely a sidekick. A very, very, very damn good sidekick. But he was definitely Batman and Robin. After that, Kobe Bryant's game improved significantly, and he wanted to show the world. And that's why there was some rift with Shaq coming out of shape and Kobe trying to show how he improved his game. After that, it wasn't Batman and Robin. It was 1A and 1B. Or 1 and 1A, however you want to look at it. It was Superman and Batman. That was the Shaq and Kobe dynamic. Shaq doesn't win those championships without Kobe. Kobe doesn't win those championships without Shaq. It's that easy. Furthermore, when Kobe went back-to-back later, who was the best player on that team? Was it Pau Gasol? Now, he doesn't win those championships without Pau, but Kobe was unquestionably the best player on that team. There's a big gap between Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol, but Pau Gasol was integral and important for solidifying his position and making the triangle come all together and putting all the players exactly where they needed to be. He was the one piece we were missing. But that's without Kobe, that team doesn't even sniff the playoffs with just Pau Gasol. Shaq doesn't win those championships without Kobe. Kobe doesn't win those without Shaq. Shaq doesn't win that one without Wade. Wade doesn't win that one without Shaq. Jordan doesn't win that one without Pippen. Pippen don't win those without Jordan. Magic, Kareem, LeBron, Wade, Bosh, LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love. You get where I'm going with this? What's your point? Buck Bradley, please continue, my friend. Kobe's dunks were never over the rim, like Jordan. He doesn't even have the highlight package of a Michael Jordan. It's crazy how forgotten Kobe Bryant's dunk package is in his highlight collection. It's crazy to me. Kobe Bryant is arguably, no, not even arguably, he is one of the best in-game dunkers of all time. Kobe could get over the rim. Kobe could finish with authority. Kobe could finish right hand, left hand, tomahawk, windmill, 360, behind the back, 180, baseline, facials. Like I said, thunderous dunks, and he could do poetic dunks. You never knew what you were getting from Kobe. Kobe has probably the most versatile dunk collection when you see how many different ways he can dunk. Half court, fast break, right foot, left foot, you name it. One leg, off 2 feet, whatever. What are you talking about? And even outside of his dunks, his highlights are incredible. At one point, they were calling him the Show or Showby. You would see something from this guy almost every game that you'd never seen before. And let me get back on that, because people really forgot, like, Kobe Bryant was one of the best dunkers in the league. And probably at his position after Vince Carter, Kobe was probably the next best guy. You don't believe me? Roll the tape. Let's roll the tape. We'll show you something. Roll the tape.
Opens up the floor, the double team Gasol. Now the single coverage by Landry. Ariza drop down. Kobe! Oh! Up high! Down hard! Against Ariza, Kobe Bryant! Oh! With a left-handed sledgehammer! What bad wheel!
Too strong. And the loose ball. Look who's got it. Double catch reverse. 92-77. They're on their feet at Staples. Timeout Hornets. Kobe showing a little bit of the young Kobe. Pop off, Kobe. Go ahead and pop it a little bit. Especially his last basket. Look at that Carl's Jr. Exmo. Woo! Watch your head, Kobe. Then just throw it down a little bit. I think the adrenaline.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant. Bryant slides inside. Oh, and he rises and rips. Nobody expected him to do that. That came out of the Raptors. That was Jordan S.
Top Kobe. Over to the left side. Devin hands it back to Kobe. Kobe going by Hassel down to the baseline. Slams it with one hand. Hits the deck as he was shoved by Olova Candy. Not a bad beginning. What a start.
And here is Bryant over Olova Candy.
I would say Kobe Bryant wants to make sure everybody knows that he's come ready early in the game.
Shot clock is down to 5. Bryant goes to work. Bryant the drive. Oh! Kobe Bryant on a rack attack.
He was looking for somebody to challenge him, and nobody came quick enough to stop it.
Kobe drives. Kobe all the way. Dunks it home. Bryant attacking. All the way. Dunks it home. Kobe down the middle with the first.
Because of this man, Kobe Bryant can take over. Polarizes Dwight Howard. He almost threw his elbow into the basket that time. Wisely, Dwight Howard got his arm out of there. He may have been trading. Man, I'd sure be trying to get him.
Bring back. Oh! Kobe Bryant! Record for human life! What a play! That was sweet. That's as good as it gets, folks.
Well, he's being really aggressive on me, and it was important to be patient, utilize my footwork, clear some space, and go by him. I love New York City, man. I really do. It's just, this is the mecca of basketball.
Evan George locates the double-teamed O'Neal. Horn, Fisher, nice rotation of Bryant. Buckle up for Kobe Bryant! Kobe Bryant just sucked the gravity out of the target center. What a play!
He might have just injured that shoulder a little bit more. The windmill slam.
You realize how difficult it is to do that.
That brought everybody out of their seat. Fourth personal foul.
Well, Kobe's been quiet here. He does a great job going in over the 2 7-footers. Oh, my goodness. That was sweet. And then, you know what? How many times have we talked about when you go in and you make a great play like that at the basket, when those 3 points come out, how easy it looks.
Jackson had in 4 of his full seasons as an NBA coach. He's been coaching 12 years. He's got 9 titles. Kobe Bryant sneaks in behind everyone, and George with a great assist.
Kobe. Long run out by Kobe Bryant. Behind. Oh! What did I just see?
You just saw what Kobe does best, and that's bring people to their feet with a sensational play.
Oh! Kobe Bryant with the reverse.
Starting to take matters into his own hand, Van Horn. Now, you got to get the same from Curry Kittle.
With the snap and the facial.
Oh, my gosh. Throw down, Kobe. Throw down.
Bryant, yes! Serving up a facial on Yao Ming. Standing ovation for Kobe Bryant. Continue to cheer. Bryant to the basket, inside! Oh, what a finish from Bryant. Bryant. Serving up a facial on Gary
Buck Bradley. What else you got to say, buddy? This guy has no memorable playoff moments, and his only great finals moment was from 2000. All right. It's also funny how he's played a lot of playoff games, so maybe I can understand, especially from the younger generation, y'all didn't see what Kobe was doing, especially in those Western Conference runs. So we're not going to talk about his game winner versus the Phoenix Suns in the year 2000, Game 2, over one of the best defensive players in the league, and Jason Kidd. All right. What about that 2000 run where they were sweeping everybody? Yeah, Kobe Bryant dominated that Western Conference just as much as Shaq did. Arguably, possibly even more, considering the fact that Kobe Bryant was a much better defensive player than Shaq. He even capped that Sacramento series off with 48 points and 16 rebounds. Kobe Bryant. The year after that, against San Antonio Spurs, Kobe grabs that huge offensive rebound, like stretch his arms out like that, grab that joint, put it back in, over Tim Duncan and David Robinson to put the Lakers up for good. How about forcing overtime against the Detroit Pistons, Game 2, 2004 NBA Finals? They lost that series, but that's a memorable Kobe Bryant playoff moment. We talk about Jordan's great playoff moments, but not all of those resulted in the Bulls winning the championship. Same for LeBron. What about the year 2000 Western Conference Finals against that tough Portland Trailblazers team? The Lakers were down big, and Kobe Bryant pioneered that comeback. Led all teams in assists, blocks, and rebounds for the entire game. Yep, I'm bringing up Game 7, 2010 NBA Finals versus the Boston Celtics, because a lot of people talk shit about Kobe, but I talk about how even though he struggled shooting the ball, and almost everybody in that entire game, both teams struggled shooting, that was a low-scoring, defensive, muck-it-up game. But Kobe Bryant shut down Ray Allen, not just in that game, but the entire series after Ray Allen shot a ridiculous amount of threes that one game. Kobe Bryant shut him down. But Kobe Bryant also grabbed 15 huge rebounds and played stellar defense and affected the game in other areas in 2010. For me, that's a great Kobe Bryant moment because it showed you how versatile he is, and he's not just a scorer. He understood that. He always understood that. Buck Bradley, continue, buddy. Shaq was being hacked and triple trammed for years, and Kobe still couldn't shoot 50% from the field. Okay. First of all, during that era of basketball, across the league, field goal percentage was lower than what it is today in the quote-unquote efficiency area. Why is that? Because the league was different. Kobe, that era, it was the hardest era to score points. So, amongst Kobe Bryant's peers at his position, Tracy McGrady, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, you name them, Allen Iverson, you name them, Kobe Bryant shot a better field goal percentage through those span of years than all of those guys. And you talk about having Shaq, he should shoot better. First of all, like I said, the era was different. The rules were different. The game was slower. He played in the triangle offense, passed the ball around, find the best shot, eat the shot clock up, and also, you don't even mention the fact that Shaquille O'Neal is clogging up the lane. It was actually incredible Kobe Bryant got to the rim as many times as he did with Shaq clogging the lane up. Kobe Bryant was shooting mid-40s, sometimes high 40s, sometimes 50s, but he was doing that. I'm talking game to game, but overall on the average, mid-40s, on a lot of mid-range jumpers, contested fadeaways, which is impressive. Especially for that era. That was par for course. Actually above league average at his position, amongst his all-star peers. Don't believe me, I already put out a video about that. I'll put the link to that video in the description of this video. Go check it out. Buck Bradley, continue. He needed Phil Jackson way more than Jordan or Shaq did. Jordan and Shaq won playoff series without Phil Jackson. Okay, based on what? Based on what? Jordan never won without Phil, and I'm not saying Jordan needed Phil. I'm not saying Jordan wouldn't have won if Phil never came. I'm not saying that. Because I do believe Jordan would have won some without Phil if Phil never came through. He was just that great. Shaq won one with Riley, but he had D Wade. And Kobe Bryant, of course, won all of his with Phil Jackson. Didn't work out with Mike Brown. The team was getting older. And then, like I said, tore his Achilles when Mike D'Antoni came in. But the Lakers were one of the best teams the second half of that league, due in part to Kobe Bryant literally carrying the entire roster and snapping his Achilles tendon in the process just to get him in the playoffs. But they were one of the better teams heading in to the playoffs. And after that, Kobe Bryant was never the same. Buck Bradley, what say you? What do you have to say next? Oh, great Kobe historian Buck Bradley. What do you got? If Kobe doesn't have a low post star big man and Phil Jackson, he barely makes the playoffs. Where are you getting this from? Where? Because when Kobe Bryant was healthy, 05, 06 season, 06, 07 season, didn't have a prime post player, big man. In fact, he had a horrible one in Kwame Brown and Chris Mim. Did they not make the playoffs in that highly competitive Western Conference? Huh? What are you talking about? A healthy Kobe Bryant, you're guaranteed to get into the playoffs off his willpower alone. Even with Kwame Brown, Chris Mim, Smush Parker, Radmanovic, Luke Walton, Sasa Vujacic. He became a good role player later on. But early on, not so much. What are we talking about? This guy has one MVP, which Chris Paul has just as much a great case for being robbed that season. One MVP, and y'all talk about this guy like he's top 5. I don't even see how y'all have him above LeBron, and LeBron definitely overrated. But at least LeBron has playoff moments and MVPs. Okay, the Chris Paul, the 2008 MVP, the Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, yeah, sure, that's debatable. That was a close playoff race. I don't know how the numbers actually skewed with the voting, but it was it going to be CP3? Is it going to be Kobe? Or is it going to be Kevin Garnett? That was pretty much the discussion. So yeah, you ain't wrong there. There was just like any other MVP race in league history almost. You can always say, yo, this other guy had a great case too. Yeah, welcome to the MVP race. That's pretty much how it goes. Next, there was already an agenda out that was like anti-Kobe MVP during the Shaq years because they would say, oh, he had Shaq, he can't win MVP. There were people that were finishing ahead of him in MVP race some years that were clearly not as good as Kobe, but it didn't matter because he had Shaq, so he wouldn't give it to him. The same way that they said LeBron James would never sniff an MVP because he had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, and wow, he still sniffed more MVPs. Funny how that worked out. Just like you use that Chris Paul scenario, you can say the same for Kobe Bryant not winning the 2005-2006 MVP when he had arguably the greatest scoring season ever when you adjust for the pace of play and the average scoring during the league at that time. So what's your point? You can go down several years and say, Kobe coulda and probably should have won it that year. But he didn't. So be it. He got one. So be it. But the fact that Kobe Bryant only has one MVP and most people have him somewhere in the top 10 should tell you how he's definitely not overrated. To only have one MVP and you're still that damn good to still get into the top 10? Yeah. So much for overrated, Buck Bradley. I rest my case. This is the type of Kobe Bryant stuff I see all the time in comment sections on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. It blows my mind, and these people just talk like they know what they're talking about. And I start to lose energy from constantly having to put people in their place with straight facts. Buck Bradley, did you ever watch Kobe Bryant play? How good is your memory, Buck Bradley? I admit, my memory is not the greatest, but when it comes to Kobe Bryant and things that I'm passionate about and I know, I'm going to tell you how it is, and I'm going to tell the world how it is. And I'm going to be as unbiased as I possibly can. Right here on this channel, I have Kobe Bryant content of me bashing Kobe, calling Kobe out, keeping it 100. With all that being said, I still have Kobe in my top 5. Nobody's perfect. But this is crazy to me. Crazy. I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Kobe's my favorite ever. But I don't think there's a wide margin between Kobe and Mike. To me, Kobe's the closest thing I've ever seen to Michael Jordan. And I pay homage to Mike because I don't know what version of Kobe Bryant we have if Michael Jordan never existed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kobe Bryant historian, Buck Bradley. You can go to him for any accurate Kobe Bryant information if you want to learn about Kobe Bryant's career. Check him out, Buck Bradley. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't be like Buck Bradley. Buck Bradley is out here spitting straight lies and garbage like a lot of Bron Goblins do. The La Media. But Buck Bradley's a Jordan guy. And amongst the fan bases, you have this interesting dynamic. Either the Jordan guys love Kobe and the Kobe people, like they're together in this thing, or you occasionally get the Jordan people that can't stand Kobe. Can't stand him. Call him a Michael Jordan knockoff. Call him Dollar General Michael Jordan. Say, we hate him. He tried to copy his style, but it just looked garbage, all this other stuff. This is the Jordan-Kobe dynamic. They're either together and they roll with each other, or the Jordan people can't stand Kobe and Kobe Bryant fans. Because they hate the fact that Kobe Bryant was compared to Mike and he copied his game so much. Instead of taking that like, man, you know, he pays homage to Mike. That's respect. No. Stop trying to be like Mike. And even though Mike's advertisement, be like Mike. Now you hate people for trying to be like Mike? And somebody got so close to looking like him? Stylistically? Come on, man. Isn't that the propaganda? We all love that commercial. Like Mike. Wanna be like wanna be like Mike, like Mike. Boom, boom. Wanna be like Mike. Larry Bird at the end of the commercial. I'm not going to sing. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Shout out to Sports and Fitness Rants. Great YouTube channel. Go check him out. Buck Bradley, I don't know if he's a subscriber there or he was just a viewer that's not subscribed. But if you see Buck Bradley on Sports and Fitness Rants, make sure you comb through his comment and call him out on that BS. Because we can't stand people like Buck Bradley in the comment section. Check out our Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan playlist, and I'll catch you on the next one. We out, baby.